Now, one common approach we take within CSS and web design is to center the content on a page. And the way we do that is we take and create a div tag that goes around all of the content on the page. And so I'm going to take this div tag and come all the way down here to this footer and put all of this content within. Okay? Then from there, I'm going to apply an ID. And depending on how many times you use this, you might want to use an ID, or you could use a wrapper. And I think for right now, I'm going to just use an ID. But we're going to call this wrapper. And think of this like just drawing a box around all of our content. Okay? And right now on our page, nothing looks any different. But what I can do is I can, number one, let's apply a background to it. So I'm going to say wrapper is going to get a background dash color, and we'll do white. Okay, and you can see that taking place. And if you look closely, there's a little gray border that goes around my content here. Then from here, I'm also going to apply a width, and we're going to use the width tag, and I'm going to say that this is going to be 80% of the page. And you can see here now where we have this margin over here on the side. Now the margin tag is kind of a fun tag. We can use a margin dash left, and we can use a margin dash right. And on my margin left, I can say that I want to add 100 pixels. And on my margin right, I'm just going to let it autofill everything else. And as you can see, I've got 100 pixels here. And so when I resize, that 100 pixels always stays the same, and that automatic difference or that automatic leftovers are just kind of there. But we are always going to fill the 80%. Now, if you want to center your wrapper in the middle of the page, the way we do that is just using an auto and an auto. And if I refresh that, you can see it looks at how much is left over, that 20%, and says I'm going to take half and automatically put it over here, and half and automatically put it over there. So it's a really easy way to center your page. Now, I want everybody to understand there is a difference between centering some content and centering the text within the content, because we can use an text align center, and some people might think that that's going to center the whole section, but when in reality it just centers all the text within. And so I want you to understand that when you use a text align center, it's going to center the text inside of it and not the element itself. And if you want to center the element itself, you need to do a margin dash left and a margin dash right and assign both of those to auto. Now, I'm going to show you a little shortcut you can do. If you see this margin 0 auto, what that means, and we'll talk about this a little bit later on, that means put margin above at 0 and bottom as 0 and left and right as auto. So it accomplishes the same thing. It puts equal amounts on either side. I'm going to take this text align off right here, and that's what it looks. It looks pretty good.